shall emerge triumphant from this ordeal, and through the crucible unscathed will pass. When we are poised the wounds of battle to heal, we shall remember those who died in mass. Then shall our trumpets build the glorious sound of victory. We scarred our minds around. Oh God, protect us from the hidden pitfall. Guide all our movement lest we go astray. Give us the strength to hear the humanist call to give and not to serve with resoluteness, to make this climb a land of righteousness.
Biafra is a great nation. Retaliate, oh Papa, retaliate. The spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it flow like a river? I said the blood of innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it flow like a Red Sea? Spirit of innocent Biafrans, would it massacre, would it rise like a big storm? Rise up, spiritually and physical. Rise up upon anybody, we day again, this my freedom. Oh. Rise up upon anybody, we day again, this Biafra. Our Father who art in heaven, oh. We say hallowed be thy name, oh. We dey wait for your kingdom to come, oh. Right here on earth that is in heaven, oh. We say promise, you promise your children. Promise, you promise your people, oh. We say promise, you promise the Biafra. Yes, it's amalgamation, we see they suffer. They start to killing us since 1945. Till the today, they are not satisfied. Yeah, we're like a stranger in the land of scavengers. Then they kill us, then they eat us. So they make war govern us and our senators. Don't turn against us, they want to stop us, but they cannot stop us. Yeah, Biafra is unstoppable, unstoppable, it's unstoppable. Because the fire is unquenchable, unquenchable, unquenchable. Freedom, oh. If you're broken on the Biafra, freedom, oh. Cause if you're broken on the Biafra, freedom, oh. Make you freedom to go. Because you cried under too much. Because you cried under too much, yo. Because you suffered under too much, yo. In a nation, because you killing under too much, yo. Because you suffered under too much, yo. Because you cried under too much, yo. In a nation, yeah. Papa, retaliate, retaliate, Holy Ghost, retaliate. My brother, rise up, and let's march into the promised land, our paradise. I am that I am, says the Lord, is a mighty man in battle. Whenever he say yes, nobody can say no. I say nobody can battle with the Lord. Oh. Papa, knows who. All this killing them are killing Biafrans in Nigeria. A million souls they want to kill before they go leave us as the Biafran. A million souls they want to kill before we go see assassination. Me they ask United Nations. Me they ask European Union, in my nation,
Tropical mix.
unstoppable, unstoppable, because the fire is unquenchable, unquenchable, unquenchable. Freedom, if you're broken on the Biafra freedom, cause if you're broken on the Biafra freedom, make you freedom to go, because if I am too much. Because he cried on the too much, because he suffered on the too much, in a nation, because he killing on the too much, because he suffered on the too much, because he cried on the too much, in a nation,
Yes, of course, every Biafran that have died will reincarnate. Every Biafran that have died will reincarnate. They don't need to go to sleep. They don't need to stop. They don't need to keep quiet. They need to continue doing what they ought to do. The issue of Biafra is something that is a misery to the global community. From every advanced nation to the most backward third world nation, wherever they are, understand that even though it is not being said, there is more beneath that the eye can see when the issue of Biafra is raised. We have spent years and time blaming others, and in most cases our predecessors, for putting us in this very predicament situation we find ourselves. But of course, we thank the Creator, because as we move forward on daily basis and in each instances, we see the truth. And because of this truth, which flows in our vein, which has eventually become part of our bleeding heart, we cannot deny ourselves. And then we'll say to one another, we will not lie to our people. We understand that when the truth is spoken, it is antagonized, it is rejected, it is castigated. But I tell you, when you are a misguided fella, when you fail to develop the capacity or ability to comprehend the real issue, it's okay, we understand. And since we are not going anywhere, and since we are not in a hurry, we're just looking at you. This is Biafra Human Rights Radio, a radio station that have respect for human rights. In fact, it is meant for only human. According to Fela, he said there are animals in human skin. This is not for you. It is for human. And of course, it is generally referred to as a child of circumstance. Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station is being anchored by Deputy, I keep saying, but it's okay, I will get used to it. It is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Nwa Ukafo Nwa Mefo. It's just like when I begin to tell you now that the men Nwa Johnny Onyibe Nwa Mobogo me Uchukwu Emeka Onyema Onyibe Nwa Johnny Nwa Mobogo. This radio station is being anchored by Diokpa. Umenonya boro ni kenye kanore akpa. Diokpa Uche Nwa Mefo Nwa Ukafo. Onye abatete yakowo. Abatete li Omambara. O Anambra. Anambra will Biafra land. Diokpa Uche Ukafo Mefo wonye gwanenyi. Ni oni kondi chokegu ndi ohi ndi ama. Oni kowere nyi bwe chekpa. Yamari ni wa jogrizwe n'oke. Ogoji kwe nhwele, menwa nhwele. Eki fonsi n'ogbe hito o nhweche. Ose no chuma inwere onwenyo enyi hweche. Ose nyi no ni konyo olere enyi bu ego chekpa. Ya ha ogwa jire me enyi bu ego chekpa. Oso kweko. Ike homeni uche okafo mefo pa kiken. Wegwa no kasaka bika hwe kwekom. Ekwekom. Nso Buaria. Of course, it's from Abatete. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. And I'm George Onyibe. George Onyibe is from Urugudu. Urugudu is in Anyoma Kingdom. And Anyoma Kingdom is in Delta State. And every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. Of course, this is Biafra Nation family. And this voice is echoing through Radio Biafra Extra. What do we do? You have to move ahead to acknowledge men and women who, against all odds, decide to stand by the truth. Obedi Obienu, Dr. Okado, Solomon Ebu, Brother Chimezie, Chris Wise Solomon. Should I said Dr. David is saboteur on our list number 30. David is Ekwesele. Am I going to talk about Onwuka? These are men who against all we. They can be pretending and then follow Nnamdi Kanu. They said no. There are so many of them. I will compile their name. What we are doing here is a generational issue. No story will be hidden from the next generation. And if in the end, I, George Onyibe, I have violated the oath I took. Not just the creator judging me. Let the next generation judge me. But if I stand by the truth, Nnamdi Kanu is not going anywhere. All the small girl is pregnant doing freedom fighting here. We are bringing all of them on this platform at the right time. Just all of you begin to back. Come on my Facebook. Yap, it's okay. It's okay. Yap. If you're not on the wrong side, you can't appreciate the right side. There are different phases of war we are fighting, like I said in my yesterday broadcast. But believe me, we are here as your guide, and we will guide you home. I welcome all of you this evening. I will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to conscientious people who listen to us. All of you, or most of you, have what it takes to take us to our destination. Please do it. We've suffered enough. We have suffered enough. We may have been the problem, the issue behind our problem, but it's okay. All of you have to do what you have to do. In time past, we may have misjudged most of you, but it's okay. We not asked to take over another person's land. We just want to be the author of our destiny. This was first of all God given right before man. And that is why I have to acknowledge him before I proceed. And as always I say to him, Anyina jage mau makane joku emara mai ihunanya nenagi ubiomage o juru anyanya o dadimo emakwani nwege mgbanwe o ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ebo Alpha na Omega anyị niile na-asị na ịdị mma o onye dịka gị o onye dịka gị onye dịka dadim Chineke ọ dịghị onye dịka gị o Imakwana senani ne mema o. Eze masenani na gworia o. Chimo asenani ne nyike o. Mwe biaro buru eziokwu. Chukwu dema. Ne dema. Agbanwe o. Chimo ne dema. Ulilanya de soli ne dema. Eze onyenwe ne dema o. Oga lilanya n'enigwe dadi o. Eba honwe na chiachi o. Aiwe fo Chukwu ne dema. Chimo onyenwe anyị ne dema o. Chukwu dema. And of course, I have to stop there. And then, without wasting much of our time, we go to our topic this evening, which is simply titled The Need to Strategize on Modalities on How to Ensure that Our People Are Properly Guided. There is need for us to strategize. I'm talking to Biafrans anywhere you are all over the world. You may not completely agree with our principle and mode of operation. It's okay. But then, in as much as you may not completely oblige, you must understand that there is need for all of us, every Biafrans, whether you are saboteur, whether you are holy man, whether you are home, whether you are diaspora, there is need for all of us to come sincerely together to strategize on how we can form modalities to ensure that the people of Biafra are protected. That is just a very brief sermon I have this evening. If you are Biafrans in Edo State, you are Biafrans in Delta State, those Biafrans in Bayelsa State as well as River State, down to Akwa Ibom all the way to Cross River State. Yes, you are a Biafran in Ebonyi State, Enugu State. You are a Biafran in Anambra State, back to Imo State. You are a Biafran in Delta State, and I should say Biafra in Abia State, Biafra home and in diaspora. Understand all of us must come together to strategize on how our people can be guided. What gave birth to this very information is simple. We continue to tell you the truth until you get acquainted with it. We continue to expose evil until they get used to it and then repent. I have to call one of my elders in the village. In fact, one of my elders 3 days ago called me and said, "Oh, son, Daddy has been worried about you." I said, "Why would that be?" He said, "Because Daddy heard that Nnamdi Kanu asked everybody to get out of WhatsApp and Facebook. And since Daddy has disengaged, we don't know how to contact you. I have to call you to be sure you are good, you are fine." I said, "I don't understand." And so today I called Daddy and I said, "I hope you are fine." He said, "I'm very fine. I was worried about you." I said, "Why would you do that? You know how to contact me." He said, "No, Nnamdi Kanu said Biafra should get out of WhatsApp. Biafra should get out of Facebook. That Nigeria is tracking them." So he logged out. Now he has logged out. He can't log in again. I would have brought him online so he explained to you. And then I just had the second thought and said, our people need to be guided. Biafra Human Rights Radio has just one mission: ultimate interest of the Biafran people. I don't blow people trumpet. I say who they are. And so if they change in the future, I follow them up like that. Mazemefo has fallen upon the list of people who made us to believe in Biafra over and over again. And I said to him, "Please, go back and reactivate your WhatsApp. Go back, reactivate your Facebook account. We are the one who made Nnamdi Kanu. We projected him as our leader. We made a vow to him that we will defend him no matter what. But he has only one duty: to protect the interests of Biafran people. Since he collected money from Atiku So he can use Atiku PDP to bring in APC into power. After all of them are the same. He changed. And since we are men and women under oath, we are Biafran watchmen. We are the Biafran nation. We represent the right and freedom of our people. We choose to comply with him. We pleaded with him. If this is the path you decide to follow, please go ahead, but we will not follow you. He said he's going to bring us down. That if he cannot bring us down, instead of us to bring him down, he will drag all of us down. We are already in here waiting for him. But he will know no knowledge about heaven. And I told him, Daddy, this is not true. Nnamdi Kanu, after collecting money from Atiku, decided to build a media platform. He want to be like Showore. They've been able to concord some Yahoo people online. They want to create a platform. They are moving their people to Instagram, among other gram platform. They want all of you to be there. But let me remind you first of all. Facebook, Zuckerberg have access to almost 90% of information of every Homo sapien that works on earth here. And so is other social media platform owners. But these people may have been able to copy our account details, our location, as the case may be. But if Zuckerberg will kill George Onyibe, will Zuckerberg answer my father's name? No. In fact, if Zuckerberg will gain the whole world, he will not want to answer my father's name. And so, when he is playing his prank, among other social media owners, it doesn't bother me. Imagine if our data is in the hand of Nnamdi Kanu, I would have been dead by now. And so is every other man and women who has opposed him for his evil. All of us would have been dead. Oh, many Chief Raphael Wazurike would have been dead. All the governors of Southeast would have been dead. Wike would have been dead. Uchemefo would have been dead. Every other genuine saboteur who are fighting for freedom, from Ijele to Eza War to all of them, would have been dead. And then Nnamdi Kanu is trying to put up some media platform with our money, my money, your money. We made a couple monthly due free will donation. He is building a media platform. And then if you log in into any media platform, Nnamdi Kanu ask you to go to, understand they will goggle you up and down. Nnamdi Kanu is a fraud. He came out genuinely. When he saw the volume and the power of money, he's gone. You are gone. And so if Nnamdi Kanu have told you, get a first, I beg you, go back there. But they didn't obey him. But then he got to be saying, hey, obey our leader, move here, hey, move here. He don't move anywhere. Except you are part of the Yahoo. We remain on WhatsApp. We remain on Facebook. We remain on Instagram. We remain on Telegram. We remain on IMO. Every social, we go nowhere. When we say we go nowhere, all of us, we go nowhere. We are not in a hurry. That is my happiness. We will get to our destination. And somebody is going, come to this platform to copy your bank account. Imagine if Nnamdi Kanu could control George Onyibe with Abeno Kwabe. By now, I will be like some of you who are so much afraid to speak the truth because you went to Abeno Kwabe. But don't worry, I have a solution to your problem. In fact, men and women are coming up already to see that I am on air regularly. I will go back to our root, and from there, I will deliver all of you from the blood oath you took if you are ready to be delivered. All of you who went to Abeno Kwabe, I will deliver all of you. Some of them say, Judge Onyibe is dead. Who died? People who would have killed me died the day I was born. And I will be here. All of you will die. And then they can tell you, Nigerian people will die. They are old people now. Obasanjo is older than Nnamdi Kanu father. Buhari is older than Nnamdi Kanu father. All of them. And so it is expected that they die. Our enemy are dying. Your enemy is older than your father. Your father is dead, and those enemies are still alive. Are you not ashamed? Propaganda. The reason I'm coming up this evening briefly is to first of all tell you, please come back to WhatsApp, come back to Facebook, come back to every platform. It is better you put your life in the hand of Zugabyte that you put it in Nnamdi Kanu. Has he told you how many girls he pregnant on ground here? I don't want to go there because of his wife. Somebody was writing online about Priska Ibel. I feel happy now. Maybe we will talk about Amarachi later and in Nayanya. That is why none of them have husband. In as much as I don't want to sound biased, I will not hide any truth from all of you. Now they cannot send your killers. Let them come for me. Because everything I have given it as a sacrifice already. But I am your destiny and I'm your doom. You won't understand. You shall understand. We have communed with the Creator and say, if in your infinite wisdom, the sacrifice of our life is what you want, we gladly lay it down to you. I laid my school, Juniper Academy, to you, Nnamdi Kanu. I laid my company, Royal Pavers Interlock, to you, Nnamdi Kanu. I laid my church, Sanctuary of God Church, to you, Nnamdi Kanu. My vehicle is still with the DSS as we speak, and I sold others and give you the money, Nnamdi Kanu. We followed you thinking you have the interest of our people at heart. You don't. Your idiot will soon begin to come in. Please, you got to leave the guy. You're wonderful. Continue. I'm not going to leave Nnamdi Kanu. I will castigate Nnamdi Kanu. I will expose Nnamdi Kanu. I will talk about his atrocity for 2 years as he did to Wazirike. And if I change my mind after 2 years, I will talk about him the way he talked about Asare Dokubo. I will follow him up the same way he followed Buhari. Because Ichenamado Buewu. Now you get the point. Our people need to be guarded. Imagine my own father now is logging out of WhatsApp. But it's okay. We made you believe in him. And now we are telling you, or we want to make you understand that he has sold all of us out. There is need for all of us to re-strategize on how to ensure that our people are properly guided. Now let's tell you how it works. We have 3 main regions in Nigeria. We have the West, the North, and the East. The Yorubas are properly informed. It is easy for them to be able to strategize and have the upper way. Now, let me tell you how it functions. So, if you are in Nigeria, you can be able to code, and then you see the need why you have to go and join Biafra Nation family wherever they are. You can reach me. You can reach other broadcasters from Onwoka and down to Pastor Chris, and then the Uchi Uka for Mefo, Diokpa Uka for Mefo. And then there are a lot of our people who are online already telling you to follow them. Please, if they bring you into any forum where I am not, where Mazi Diokpa Uchi Mefo is not, where people like Solomon Ibu is not there, you did not see Chris Wise, Chris Council. You did not see my brother Chimezie, Ubidio Bienu, Dr. Ukado, and all that. Please get out. It's just a guide way anyway. And so when you see the Yoruba people, for instance, they are guided. I respect them. Even though they are saboteur. They sabotage our people. Ojukwu believed in them and gave everything. If you are a Biafran and you are married to Yoruba, related to Yoruba, and then you don't want me to talk about it, the worst you can do is that you behave like emperor emissary. I will outlive all of you. I just don't want people telling me how to speak and how to communicate. Get out. I don't ask for your advice. Let me bear the consequence of my action. But I am a polite man. The Yorubas are okay with themselves. I have tried to study every civilization. Their actions has always been very evil to others. But it gave them edge over all of us. And then I will not condemn a man who fought so hard to protect their own people. And so I decide, and others decide to fight so hard to protect our people. I've traveled in many states in Nigeria. And each of them, I know where to find a Yoruba man. And when I see a Yoruba man, I know what they are doing at that particular moment. Yoruba's majority comes into the city. They go to the outskirts of that city and form a community. They stay there and then indoctrinate their people. And when other cultures and civilizations start approaching those areas, they move further into the forest. So for so many reasons I would not want to discuss tonight. Okay? And with this, wherever you find the Oduduwa nation, they have a platform that enables them to communicate evenly without distraction. And then I go to the north. You watch whether it's the Hausa or the Fulani. To me, they are all the same until the Hausa come out openly and disassociate from the Fulani. They are the same to me. If you are campaigning to divide Hausa and Fulani, and then you do not have the right to come against Yoruba, Hausa, or Fulani, who have worked very hard to balkanize Biafra land, dividing the south from the southeast. They're doing what they think it is okay for them to conquer us. We got to do what we do, which is proper and right for us to break their yoke off our neck. It doesn't matter whether they are middle belt. It is only the Biafrans within the middle belt region that has refused to fall into that trap. Because they come from the north, unquote. They can, once one man is sleeping in the gutter in that community, the rest join them. If one man sleeps in the mosque, they go to the mosque. If the man who is a founding father for that community sleeps in the market, they all sleep in the market. And so with a tip of their finger, they could be able to disseminate information across the globe, even without the aid of any social media platform. You see, they've been able to organize themselves. And that is why we're coming down to our topic this evening, which say they need to re-strategize. But you see the Biafran people, we have a strategy. What is outdated already. The Igbos, for instance, when I say the Igbo, I talk to you, German. I talk to you and your mama. Efiki Bibio, Urubu Shekiri, all of you are Igbo. Stop deceiving yourself. Until Angas man, until Nupe man, Gwari man, all of them say they are not Northerners. All of you are Igbo. Until the Kwara man, Ife man, and the rest of Yoruba nation say they are not Yoruba nation. I won't refrain from my stand. And of course, Biafran, Igbo, Akwa Ibom will be with me. They are with me. Biafran, Igbo, Obebora, Tenapa, Urobo, Ishekiri, they are all here, not to deceive our people. We have been begging in Nnamdi Kanu, carry every tribe along. He said, no, this dynasty is for my father. Nnamdi Kanu dynasty. Today now he's deceiving you. Yes, you see, in Biafra, everybody will be equal. All of us. But Nnamdi Kanu stop me from broadcasting on Radio Biafra for mentioning Anyoma. Una no get sense. The goal of Afari Beku is not up to Mariri Street. And then how could he possibly think he can time somebody like me? Who have lived in a society and a community that has been advanced even over 500 years when there was nothing like his village. Let's continue. Our people before now, if you go to any community, you will not be able to locate us. We are everywhere. Go to Devil's department, we are there. Go to Angel department, we are there. Go to Holy Ghost department, we are there. We don't discriminate. But then, we are always somewhere. We push for complete or total development of such people. And so when we go to any city, we have one confidence assurance that in the highest of highest and the pinnacle of any power, our people are there. We are rest assured that if you go to the lowest of any abyss, anywhere in the universe, our people are there. But something is missing. Our people before now were able to develop the ability to improvise. We learn trade. We learn handwork. We want to be ahead of everybody. It's okay and I love you and I appreciate you. But now it's no longer there. Our life has been changed and turned around by Nnamdi Kanu. I need you who are listening to me or who will listen to this program later on. Go and look at the way our people behave on social media. They were saying, oh, Yoruba Oduduwa nation. I can hardly see Yoruba Oduduwa nation. The man who deceives you, Nnamdi Kanu, is asking, abandon WhatsApp, abandon Facebook. I will come for them later. Nnamdi Kanu coming for Zugabite. Yeah, he's our leader, God sent him. Which of these God are we talking about? Which one are you talking about? It's unfortunate. I go to Yoruba platform and I begin to hear, Oluwasanumi, Adafunwe, and so on, blessing, and then they knock their Yoruba and move on. You go to Fulani or Hausa platform, you hear things like la la, la la, Obakaramisi, la la. It enables them to kill you. It's okay. They are coordinated. They are properly indoctrinated. And then you come to our own platform. A lot of things has been misplaced. We're making effort to make sure we bring you back. You think those generations who witnessed those genocide, they didn't have this principle in place? They were able to provide everything that we need today to do what we are doing? And then you have to think again. We have to strategize. And that is why when we saw things that were going on around us as a people, we decided to introduce another family. It is called the Biafra Nation family. In this Biafra Nation family, our duty is to re-strategize and make sure our people are properly coordinated. Men and women are out there working very hard to make sure we fail. But they will fail because we don't go in anywhere. If we do not re-coordinate ourselves, re-strategize, we are gone. When I was a child, from where I come from as a Biafran, we don't buy motor pass because we repair motor pass. Get the point? We don't buy motor pass in Urugudu, we repair motor pass. Why? We are the importer and exporter at that stage. But we have different works and trades of life. From Ojogun, which is a blacksmith, down to Rewire, which is an electrical engineer. They will repair your pass over and over and over until your motor is dead. The pass are still alive. This is strategy. Today, if you are here in Nigeria, once your vehicle breaks down, you go to mechanic. They say, buy direct Belgium. Buy direct Belgium. We are now doing shorthand, short change. The things our father did in the 70s and in the 60s, we have abandoned them. Then the Yorubas and the Hausa Fulani, the things their father did in the 70s and the 60s, they have abandoned it. Now they are exchanging position with us. And our people can't get it. And then supposedly normal human beings are like, now they can't say, make we break our phone, break your phone, break your phone. Come out for Facebook, come out for, but then now they can't use on WhatsApp. You want me to publish his WhatsApp number? He's on Facebook. He has many accounts. So if you come to my wall now, you see people insulting me. 40% of them are Nnamdi Kanu and his gangster called DOS. You now, you are breaking your phone. I best break your phone according to Nanekano. Come, let me pay for you. Our people must be guided. Now, if you are listening to me, anywhere you are in the world, tell your family not to leave WhatsApp. Tell them not to leave anywhere. And then they cannot have to sabotage Uchemefo. That Uchemefo sold Radio Biafra to London, MI5, and Nigeria. So that all of you will move away from Radio Biafra. And then he now opened his own platform known as IPOB Community App. So tomorrow he can tell the world that the reason IPOB Community App exists is because Uchoka from Efo sold Radio Biafra London, which is the mouthpiece of the people to Hausa Fulani. But he failed. We failed. We know how he functioned. And so shall he fail in every other way. Why would you betray a man we have invested so much on? Now, us in Radio Biafra app. Yes, come and follow us there. University of Nigeria. University of Biafra. Who you're deceiving yourself. Today, he cannot deceive you. He can't get your information. He has formed alliance with some persons who create platform that functions like Facebook and other platforms. And then leave all of them, come and join us here, all of you, every principal officer, leave you, this and this and that. If you are a Biafran, stay put on WhatsApp, because that is where we will deliver you from. If you are a Biafran, stay put on Facebook Messenger. That is where we will deliver you. I have said this before. In as much as I don't mean to disrespect anybody, Nigerian senators and presidency and every other person, leadership in Nigeria should know it's a shame. It's so almost 60 years on. You can't control traffic lights. And so you cannot track anything. Stop deceiving yourself. Early this year, they came up and said, oh, we are going to produce, we are going to take, is it BVM or IMN and or whatever are they doing, registering our number. If you don't do it in 1 week, we will kill you, we will do this. I told my friend, I said, I will not register because they don't have the capacity to keep this information. I won't. I said, I give you 2 months, you won't hear about it again. Come and block our line now. Am I broadcasting from diaspora? Have I called my WhatsApp line as a China or Japan? I know Rogodo, very close to you, Rogodo. It be Agbamimini, opu ishi, opu enti, opu yonu, opu yebili chanili, enya wele chane. And then our leaders should begin to work on how to make Nigeria good and not deceive the people. We talk about BVM. 90% of Hausa Fulani don't have bank account. How could they have BVM? We talk about the national ID card. We have spent almost a decade trying to register for one simple PVC card. Nigeria can't provide it. Now me you want track, and then now they can take advantage of your ignorance and tell you, look at your father, look at that. I know anything. Understand. Our message is simple. And now tonight, I will see how much I can be able to go around Biafra land and then tell all the component nations that make up Biafra to communicate to their people, because we cannot allow anybody to deceive our people. And now on Biafra Human Rights Radio, we want to create a platform where we can be able to disseminate information at the speed of light at the right time. Not just giving you the information, but at the right time. All of you must be connected. As far as you are a Biafran, you must be connected. Edo State, rise up, connect to Biafra Nation, Delta, Bayelsa, Rivers, Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Abia, Ebonyi, Abia, Enugu, Anambra, Imo. You must be connected. There are strategies in place. And if you disconnect from one, you lose all. Let me look for a way to make it clear to you before I open our line. In Nigeria, for instance, we have several network providing services, NTN. When NTN came into Nigeria, I think they came from South Africa, what they did was to create a vocal network communicating system. You may call. NTN went into every area, planted platform that enables people to communicate, and they took the lead. But before NTN came, there was an indigenous network providing services known as Glo. When Glo came, it should be managed by Adenuga or whoever anyway, but it belongs to the Yoruba. They went and formed alliance with the Oye company. They were not interested in vocal communication system. They provide data. Glo, as we speak, is almost dying. It belongs to the Yoruba people. And then where they make their money is that they provide data for oil companies in Nigeria, most especially Shell, SPDC. And so if you are using Glo, they don't care whether you're able to make call or not. Because through the data bundle, the oil company in Nigeria buy, they are able to make their money. And so MTN is the one that is chopping your 5 naira, 2 naira. Watch all of them. You can't make successful communication. And then Etisalat came. Etisalat already belonged to Arab nation before now. What did they do? MTN is in charge of vocal communication. Glo is in charge of data bundle. Sorry for that interruption. And then Etisalat decided to go to interior, because the most formidable or the most easier way of making money have been hijacked by Glo and NTN. So Etisalat decided to go to the interior. It paid them not for long, because as a result of competition, MTN and Glo followed them up. And then Etisalat gradually was sold to Buhari. And so he's almost dying. It's Etisalat. What do they call it now? Is it Geni Muba? Nai Muba, which is a Buhari supposedly property. Now, this having been said, Airtel came up. The market was occupied already. Airtel decided to give you data bundle very cheap. You can't make successful call with Airtel, but you can browse the whole year with 1 gigabyte. And so people have a choice. You either get a line so you can communicate freely with MTN, or then you can be tribalistic and go to Glo, and then you have cheap rate for every platform. Or you can become Buhari brother, and then, or finally you can be like me and use Airtel to browse. That is the same way the issue of Biafra restoration has become. Every pro-Biafran group have something to offer. Now, you need to set the scale of reference. You need to set the scale of reference. Because without that, you will regret it. Here on Biafra Human Rights Radio, we're not just here to ensure that we have an easy communication. We are not just here to ensure you get cheap data, or you are tribalistic incorporated into something that don't exist. We are here to ensure that you are properly informed at the speed of light and at the right time. Of course, we are family all around the world, and we are not blowing trumpet about it. Come to our platform and make yourself known. When our lines are open, make yourself known. All we want is the freedom of our people. All we have yearned for is a holistic restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. Nothing else, nothing more. And so those people who are doing and deceiving our people, you stop it because you are not going anywhere. Now I am issuing you an order. All of you Biafrans, come back on WhatsApp. Go back on Facebook. So now the cannot. That our money he eat, he can't hide it. I shut London down. We have your record. You will come before Her Majesty. Everywhere we are waiting for you. Until you repent, we go nowhere. And of course, at this moment, our lines are open. Our WhatsApp line has not changed. It remains 070. That is because I'm communicating from you from Nigeria, Biafra land to be precisely. 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. And then our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971. And of course, those of you on Facebook can get that line there. So don't let anybody deceive you. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We are all Biafran. We set out on this journey on one thing: total dismembering of the Nigerian state and the complete restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra. And so when people are trying to tell you what ought to be and not to be, tell them that we are all Biafrans. I'll be back in a minute.
Mommy, don't cry. Daddy, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Oh, now we be the Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. Freedom is here, hello Biafra, hello Biafra. I want you Biafra, yeah. Freedom is here. It's here. Yeah, 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 yeah. Na, na, yeah, 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 yeah. Chupaki Kotama. Hey, Papa God, I want to thank you for this beautiful thing what you did do for us. Finally Biafra is here, so make you never give up. I know, yes, they killed us many years back. I know, yes, they try to pull us down, but this kind of walk this way. Thank you for all the good things. Now you don't make us better. Now everything done better. Now thank you for the good things. See everything done better. We're living fine. See my brothers being killed. Nigerian soldiers keep on killing us because we said for freedom. Yeah, take my life, but you can never take away that joy. Freedom is ours. We got what it takes to live. Hello, Biafra.
Yes, Biafrans, hello, all of you. I will be going straight to Akwa Ibom, and I have my brother on the line already. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Good evening from here.
Greet you from Akwa Ibom, yes, sir.
The world is listening.
Great fans all over the world, and we want to say a very big thank you from here in Akwa Ibom for the good work you are doing, sir. And we pray that Abasepa Kenyong will continue to bless you abundantly and continue to guide you in this very work that you have been called to do. Viewers and listeners all over the world, whichever platform, the radio platforms, and those who are watching via Facebook and WhatsApp, I want to commend your courage to do so. Whatever intentions that had brought you here, um, it's at the end of the day, you will only come to agree with me that you are here because you are ordained to be here to hear this truth and to be on the path of justice, to be on the path of light. And just like the topic, reconverging, so that we will be able to have a platform that would lead our people in the right direction. We must understand the essence of freedom fighting. We must understand what we aim to achieve at the end of the day. We must understand what is our goal at the end of the day, because many people end up having a distorted vision, a distorted plans or goals along the line. Freedom fighting is either you are trying to free a people from social oppression or political oppression. And what we are experiencing today is not just social oppression, but also political oppression. And why there is social oppression is because we have lost our political will as a people. We have lost our political strength as a people. We can no longer decide for ourselves politically, and we have not been given that opportunity. It is not within our purview to decide who leads us, who speaks for us, and who make political decisions for us. For over the years, this is the kind of slavery and marginalization that we have been going through. When we look at the political party systems today, we find out that right from the primaries to the nominations, the primary, and even to the general elections, we find out that it is not the will of the people that is reflected, but the will of a minute set of people that had hijacked power from the masses. So this is the area where we come in as a people. This is the area where we are being stored, where we are being stirred up to look at and to bring a better change for our people. We want things to be done rightly. That is why we are here today. We want a better future for our children unborn. That is why we are speaking. We want the narrative to change. That is why we are speaking today. Everyone wants to travel to Canada. Everyone wants to leave Nigeria and go to Canada, go to UK, US. But what if our land could be the next Canada? Have you thought of the possibility of your land, your fatherland, becoming the next Alabama, becoming the next Houston, Texas, becoming the next European country that you dream to go to? For how long do we leave our fatherland? For how long do we leave our home, our God-given home, our ancestral homes, to go to foreign lands to seek for asylum, to seek for refuge, to seek for greener pasture, whereby a land has been given to us? Now, the reason why we do that is because we have lost our political will. We are not in control of our political system. This is where freedom fighting comes in. This is where this should be the reason why we should engage ourselves in what we are doing today. So if we are reconverging, there have to be a clear cut direction, just like what radio human Biafra Human Right Radio is presenting to the people today. A clear cut direction that we need to build bridges rather than destroying one. That we need to reach out to our people. We need to carry our people along rather than destroying and giving names to our people. The battle or the fight is not against our people, but is against political oppression, is against social injustice. So whereby people, when we have this rights, we can now talk about leading. When we have this right, we can now talk about looking at the demands of our people and being able to provide a platform that airs their grievances, just like we have in Biafra Human Rights Radio today. I greet each and every one of you out there this very evening. Wherever you are, I greet you. The question we all have to ask ourselves this very moment, we need to ask ourselves, what do we want and how do we get it? A lot of ups and downs might have happened. A lot of discouragement might have happened along the line. But to what alternative are we living our lands for? What are the alternatives do we have? Is it the slave life that we are living, or a hope for better tomorrow? So when we are able to answer these questions, we'll be able to build up ourselves, reignite our zeal, and to be able to pursue the core values of freedom fighting that had been bastardized over time. We will be able to pursue the core values of true freedom fighting, delivering our people from social oppression, bringing true transformation to our people. When we are able to answer those questions, you will find out that a new strength will come to you, a renewed focus will come to you, and you will want to lay down your life for your people. This is what it is all about. This is what we are doing, and we are standing on truth. We are standing on social justice. What was taken away from us is social justice, and if we must lead our people, we must make emphasis and live our life on or show example through social justice. We must be able to build this foundation in truth. We must be able to build this foundation to let the people know, because there are different kinds of people that are coming in. The Biafra nation today that we are talking about encompasses of different kind of people with different kinds of cultures that unit nationalities that come together to make up this noble nation that we want for our people. But every component unit has to be respected. Every component unit has to be given its due acknowledgement for we to be able to strive forward. I would want to participate in a thing whereby when I know I have a stake in it. The reason why we have not been able to see the turn up of so many component units that makes up today that we are talking about is because they are unaware of their stake in such platforms or in such struggle. You can't just come and tell people that okay, this is what they aim to get in the next 10 years, in the next 20 years, or when Biafra nation come in, and whereby right now that you have started it, their input is not regarded, their input is not respected, and they are not given the fair advantage to come in and to contribute, or their opinions are not being respected. And this is what we have been preaching on this very platform. We have been saying on this platform, we are building bridges. We are not here to destroy bridges, but we are here to build and to encourage whosoever that has a genuine interest for the freedom of our people at heart. This is whom we are. Discovered the areas we failed over time, the experiences that we got, the failures of other people is things that are taught us. We have learned from it, and we are not going to repeat it. And it's as a result of our unbrokenness. It's as a result of we not being humble enough to submit ourselves to when a Biafran crosses the Niger, he he will go and bow down his head to the Oba of Benin. He will go and bow down to the monarchs of Yorubas, of Oduduwa. He will even go and we saw what we used to see what our governors do when they go to Sokoto State. But whenever a Biafran leaves the night, crosses the Niger back to Biafra land, they become lords. Nobody wants to submit to anybody. Nobody wants to be to be instructed or to be counseled by anyone. And this had been our problem. This had been our problem. This is the reason why we are where we are today at this very moment, because we are not ready to unify our people in humility, to submit ourselves. I tell people that the moment you start looking for people to follow you, it simply means you are not leading. When you start leading, people will follow. When you start leading, people will follow. And when you see people backing out from your system of leadership, people running away from you, it means something is wrong. Something is wrong. I told you, the saboteurs, the name callings that we give to our people today, nobody intentionally will want to sabotage the effort of freedom. Nobody is a devil. Nobody is a demon. But the only reason why things are the way they are today, people want to be talked to. People want you to see things the way they are seeing it, and so that at the end of the day, a superior ideology will be able to will prevail. So Amazi Jojo Onyibe, our leader, I want to say these few words this evening, because I know a lot of people are going to call in this evening, that it is time for each and every one of us to really ask ourselves, what do we want and how do we get it intentionally? We are not leaving this thing for you. We are not going to leave it for you. Even when we have dedicated our trust to you to lead this noble struggle, at the end of the day, we all have a part to play. It is time for we to show our patriotism to our fatherland. It is time for we to show how patriotic we are to our fatherland, for to bring the needed change. It is not a one-man show anymore. It is not a one. As we reconverge, we must reconverge with the mindset of participating fully. You are not just coming to sit down and watch, but you are coming to participate. The viewers, wherever you are watching this very moment, it is not about sentiment. It is not about what you think. It is not about the way you think it should be done, but what are you doing right now in sincerity of purpose to make sure that freedom comes to your people? This is the message I have to say to each and every one of us out there. We don't individualize these things. We don't make individuals to become institutions in Biafra land, but rather we try to make it our goal, which is getting Biafra at the end of the day to become the only institution that would not go down. Anyone can go down. Anyone can give way. Anyone can be done with. It is only at the end of the day our noble goal that we should hold on to. I don't know, sir, if you want to say anything to me.
Of course, your people need to hear from you, and so it's important you communicate to them in a language they can understand. Go ahead, please.
Everybody, am I still coming out?
You are coming out loud and clear. I said it will be proper. You communicate to your people in a language they can understand. Go ahead, please.
Yes. The message I want to send to my people right now is that there is every need
We
for
don't
my people
even need to know. We don't even need to know. I believe you have your language.
It is time for my people to ask.
You have to do that in your language. We don't need to tell us.
Yeah, okay, wo ekupu yunirami ebiri no Iran. What next? Mpo tipeke nka unere amadi mgbe hitie kwa ibomomi ajiribi namdi ukere politics is we break it me at the end of the day me agenda mbunu fulani aki wo akwa ibom na aba ami ajiribi namdi because able okay a stitch in time save nine amadu na mampo ade ane for the security and oke mkpokwe na for nam no tunde me nami di oma irok awikutu ufang iswan ufok amaru na mantere ema irok at the end of the day for bu nam dia for bu kamo for bu foye ukamo so nungu ya ukere mkpo jiri na mami comfort zone jiri ba mi igre komke mkpo fon ke Nigeria mi o mkpo si tipeku kanga mbuno Yoruba o nkan unere ibi wo ide mi akaba biangide because ama na ukere tiere ma de overrun itiero uni ke mwe rock and amin kute woti bi di wana ino mbuno kwaibum at the end of the day me ite jiriba mi re mu eso na mpo ibibi mpo oron mpo ruap amieto ana amieto ibibi amieto rondo even ado for jiriba we nengeke no fun there is no even unity no talk less of mbonu sanu mai de wiri inam inam kukamoro anywhere ba at the end of the day. The only defense line at the Rami and the east, the only defense line at the Mbunu Ume Ibangaku, almost way ball, the guns is way ball, the stones is where it to be no more. At the end of the day, it is all overrun Ibunu Kwaibo maybe Namdi. The only thing that Penajiri Nami Rami no tunde ya kide too late ade ya jiri dakida ikene isinobo kempome ikene ido this national discussion mbo sisi meeting biya nyanwore ke even social cultural groups iwoke we elders are nationally iwoke mborokwa eru part of this Nigeria part of this import pekeke Nigeria eru sana eru isolation in isolation and it's not that is not the way isolation at the end of the day ama tipe kukanguko aya wo ide wo mi and aya ne keep job because I did even kid major so mbo ya mbono kwa ibo itemo fo eba eko yo mi dam pana bon si ba ke sien mbono ji si ba ke sien ifo no for don ke isolation nkombo si ba ko obiom bakara adon ke isolation ana fo sinin ku fom fo anen fom fo anen irum fo ya mo edion ke mpo ifo no mpo ba na ke se ba ke this Nigeria ba awana pe saka mfinini ajiribi fegi ka oke ajiribi na mdiye or AI we use when am collateral damage at the end of the day e come in be pemo fodoro idakeda inam sifon idakeda e sinuboke struggle homi no tunde ajiribo kufun ufun ka jiribami. Thank you very much, Mazi.
Thank you,
very
brother,
much for this
and of course,
opportunity joining in your podcast this evening.
Thank you very much. And of course, every Biafran, wherever they are, this is your platform. This is your time to identify with the genuine source that is out there to protect the interest, collective interest of all the Biafran people. My brother on WhatsApp, are you still there?
Good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Ubakako. I'm calling on the way for Swiss.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, George Onyibe, I greet you. And long time, last I speak with you, it was, I think, last year, something like that. Now, this thing that is going on now, what is the next plan or what are we going to do now? Since things is like this, you know. So what is the plan on ground, and what are we going to do?
Now the
So
plan,
that was why.
the plan on ground is look for the nearest Biafra nation family close to you and identify yourself with them.
Yeah, because I'm okay. As what I'm trying to say is that because I'm in IPOB, that's what I'm saying, you know.
Then you have a choice to make. Break your SIM card. Get out of WhatsApp. That is what Nnamdi Kanu said. And I'm surprised you are still there. Why are you disobeying him?
No, know what I'm saying, George Onyibe, because you know I'll be talking with you when you were when you were broadcasting in Radio Biafra. Last time I talked to you.
You are a good man. I only want to point you to the right direction. If I tell you, look for Biafra Nation family closer to you and identify. It looks as if we are doing competition here. It's not competition. Our supposedly leader Nnamdi Kanu said every Biafran should break their phone, move out of WhatsApp, Facebook, and other social media platform. That is creating his own media platform. And so if you have done that, you couldn't access me. And if there is trouble in our land, how will you get it? But he was doing all those things so that he will not give account of our money that is with him. He can shut Jamaica down, shut heaven down, shut earth down. It's not going anywhere. He will give account. We throwed our weight on him and say, go, we need a leader. As an Andy Bwinwezi, we wanted to prove to the world that we have a leader. But then when he got there and started romancing with the enemy and start collecting money, he betrayed those people who meant something to him. Now, as a genuine man that you are, the next strategy is not to come on radio and tell them what we want to do. The next strategy is to come and mobilize our people. We will engage the global community, not just Nigeria, through the preamble of law. Whatever they do after all these effort is put together and presented before them, let it become a yardstick to judge humanity, that what they are doing to us is fair, or what they've done to us is bad. But we will make our voice to be heard, and our intention is to prove our point in the end. And so that is it, my brother. You are a member of IPOB.
Okay, George, please, after the broadcast, can we talk later after the broadcast so I can call you?
Just hold on. Don't let me get your number. I will call you myself tomorrow morning. But if I can't do that, somebody will call you. Just hold the line.
Okay, no problem.
Let me take your number down.
Okay, no problem. Thank you very much.
If you have any other message for Biafrans, please, you are free to do that. Just
okay. For now, I just want to say this is what I just called for, to know about the way forward. So this is why I called you.
Okay, we have so many agendas on ground, and we need genuine men and women like you to help us push it forward. We make a promise: when Biafra is restored, nobody will see us. I have worked closely almost a decade with this IPOB family. I have to hide myself because we are here to project the image of one man. And then until they betrayed me, China Sanworu, who is the Middle East continental
because George Onyibe, last time we spoke, it was when I told you I was coming home for our leader burial. For parents' burial.
Yes.
You know, that was the last time I spoke with you, which I said I came down. Really, I also called that I'm in Nigeria. Then it was the burial.
Yes, I understand. A lot of things has gone wrong. The enemy may think they have been able to infiltrate our movement, but they will understand our ability to improvise when necessary. That is exactly what we are doing. I didn't get your name again, brother. Obako. I will take Oba, and if I don't call you tomorrow, somebody will surely call you. Thank you for joining me this evening, and I tell you, do not be dismayed. We will get home. Thank you.
Thank you, George Onyibe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You're a good man. And of course, our people must understand. We react the way we react. We sometimes behave the way we behave, not because this is what we really want. We are compelled to. But in as much as most people are losing their head, it is not our intention to lose our head. We will remain focused. We will remain guided. And then we will make you see the truth. And then the moment you see the truth, you are a free man and you are a free woman. Wherever you are as a Biafran, anywhere you are all over the world, it is our responsibility to work very hard to ensure that Biafra is restored in the end. That is our ultimate quest. That is what we request for more than anything. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We have to rise up. Idoma people, wherever you are, running from Benue State down to Ebonyi State, Enugu State, all the way to Cross River, Idoma, rise up. Ijaw Nation rising from Ondo State down to Cross River State, wake up. And Yoma people rising from the boundary of Ondo State, all of you wake up. Can you hear me? Caller on the line.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, my brother. And how are you doing this evening?
Fine.
Anya, hule hule. And of course, I won't waste your time further, considering the complaint you have laid before now. This, of course, you are live on air and the whole world is listening. I need you to go ahead and you need to talk to Idoma Biafrans what they need to know in a time like this. And the platform is yours. I stand by. Your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening. Good evening, my people. So, Biafra, God Almighty, guide and protect us. In the name of people here. Tonight we are here to present to us about our struggle of Sudan. Then I'm talking as a Biafra nation. Here to pray our people. Every dungeon in this land of Biafra, Nigeria. Mostly we want to talk about the insecurity in our territory, especially in Idomala. The plan is and stopping our people from farming. This night we are here to tell the world that we are out to defend our land. And this night we are saying to all the Dama people, wherever you are, that if you are in any territory, in any area you are, that you see that plan is troubling your land, all you need to do is to be quiet, speak out, so that the men of good come down to you for rest, because our land belongs to them. We are there, here to do a good work of restoration, so that people live. And that is why we are here this night on this platform. So, I don't know what to do, man. And man, I don't know hermano, porque la cundo ne na falla kita pa. Kana tu kita le ga ko no ta ko. Banya na ba ku tama. Aka ho ko ai ho junga kalo ko dana ya. O dana tu dai. Dai aki ma bo bon. Ya pa ta ma ko de ko ma ga. Dai ko tu ko. Bana la otoka. Bana la pio ni ma. Te ko kalo. O kalo. Vaya tu Biafra, ahora tu Biafra ya. Más que nada le van a la hoja, porque una hora le van a más más. Porque bueno, que la a los nuevos chicos manos ya. A los que ahora ne algo de ya. Whatever we are doing, let us do it in unity. Don't mind at Biafra. But at the end, Biafra will be restored. With this Biafra will be restored with the help of I, not the journey of one person, but the journey of the group. Biafra. as a nation to enable us to free from slavery, which British put us in. That's why we are here in this platform to our people that we should be out to do the needful. That we free live. Kan mana ang saja kita mah, payah dulu mai payah kita mah. Itu dan mana ujung akal. Karena lu najura oh ini cara. Ya kau berkala jadi cuma kalau ada ya kau berkala jadi. Tapi kalau berat masa. Ya kau berkala kalau ada ya lagi jadi. So kalau payah ni payah. Kalau Japan, dia kau berkala mana lo kelarannya. Dan dia apa mai je. Jatuh apa pun ni. Kalau dia pun untuk tahu kalau kilo. Yang berapa mah kalau aku pada kalau boleh. Mana ada kalau ni. Wherever you are listening to us, the whole corner of the world, that bringing it to adopt to our own knowledge that only Biafra, not just we the Biafra, but the one Japan is free, the whole African is free. That's what they're fighting. Come out with one spirit. Come out with one devotion, with one determination. Free our people. We are cursed from the slave in the land, in the country, so we cannot continue to be one. The country where the plan is the leader, and they don't have the regard to human life. Kill us anyhow, they kill us anyhow. But this time we are out to say that there is self-determination, that we are no longer we are no longer one with Nigeria. We don't want to continue to be one with them because their way of life and our way of life are not the same anymore. We have come to realize that we cannot go together. Marriage is not by force. So at this point, we are talking to our people in the Biafran land down to Idoma that we are Biafra. And let us join hands together, come out as the brothers and sisters. This process to make sure that Biafra, when Biafra is restored, then you will see that the pains and suffering, poverty and many things that we are suffering in the country will no longer continue. Now we talk about freedom, you are free from poverty. Now we talk about freedom from terrorism. Now we talk about freedom from pains of life. Now we talk about freedom, we talk about general freedom from everything that troubles life. That's what God is bringing to us in the Biafran land. So watching us as our Biafrans, who are Idomas, Igede, Igala, and other people in the whole race, in the Biafran race in the world, that we should come back together and do the needful for the restoration of Biafra, so that we shall have our nation and say that we can do the things that will make us to be great in the world again. Biafra has been existing before now, but all of a sudden they merged us together, bring us into this marriage that can no longer work out. And now we are waking up, we have woke up, and we say that it can no longer hold. So this marriage must be divorced. And divorcing, we know who are who that are Biafrans, we know ourselves. We know where our brothers and sisters are scattered to, despite amalgamation. The Nigerians want to scatter us, giving us different names, states, and other things, to make sure we don't know who and who that our brothers and sisters. But tonight, we are telling ourselves that we are one as Biafra. Being you with Doma, today, from eat to land, we are all Igbos. To trace the history, you can understand that we are all Igbos. So tonight, I'm telling you that we should come back together with one mind and fight for our freedom. When we are people, we're going to be happy, we're free. A lot of good things. Heaven will also going to judge with us. So I don't know why I see them. A lot of them after that, you're doing to her. I will just tell you that we follow other than how the can film a color kill. One how do get out of there. So after the charge, I think the Patano, Allo Putano, Alano, Simple, one place, in Yankana Okuna, it's one of those Uchatra in Punua, and then on your pay for your people. That's what I have to tell us this now. And I asked, I pray to go to the German, or start this journey with us. You end it with us in peace, that drop that will restore in the name to go here again. At the Mania, I walk over, or spoke with our friend in the name of the Joshua. Thank you, Martin, for bringing me to air tonight and talk to my people in my dialect, and encourage my people, and I'll keep encouraging you that we should be out to do one thing. Our business is to restore Biafra. So when Biafra comes, you will understand what we're talking about. You're going to understand what we're talking about. So thank you, Marcy, for bringing me in to address my people tonight.
Thank you very much.
So keep doing this until Biafra comes.
And
You know, relent. So God bless all of us. In the name of the Joshua.
Huli. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And of course, we move on with the program. Our people in Idoma, you know what you ought to do. We're trying to create a platform where everybody will have a say. And every stakeholder will be available to do the needful. I move on to the WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Are you still there? Caller on WhatsApp.
Yeah, but
good evening from here. Go ahead.
Great Biafrans. My name is Awele. I am from Anioma province of Biafra land, and I'm currently residing in United Arab Emirates. So I want to call on my Anioma people and also Biafra at large. Let us try, and for this should be the last time we can push this struggle and achieve it without calling each other names, without making enemies. Man to call the shot for us as a people. If we want to go to war, it can't be the decision of just one man that will take us to war, that will make our people to perish again without achieving the aim we are here for. It can never happen again. And I picked something from what you said this evening about Igbo Wednesday, and I think that was a divine principle that this present generation, will try to break, trying to make one man to speak for us. And what did you get in return? The man ended up betraying all of us by telling us sign and seal and delivered. What was signed, seal and delivered since 2019 till date? Of which that's all we are here for. That time has gone, and so we have to move ahead. We have other of our brothers down to put the constitution down. We must support them as a people. We must support them. The ones fighting for restructuring, we must support them as a people. While we push for our own Biafra as well, we push for Biafra. That's our stand. We are not here to gather momentum. That one man will drag us to PDP. The morning we shout PDP. Tomorrow we shout APC. PDP is bad. All of them are the same. And next tomorrow we end up saying these people are better. At least they are not killing us. What type of rubbish is that? What type of nonsense is that? Where one man will come out and say the history of a people. There's nothing like Anyoma. What does he know about Anyoma? When he doesn't even know that the Omu kingship has been in existence for almost 900 years, and he said there's nothing like Anyoma. Is there anything like Omu in Afaruku where he comes from? Is there anything like that, Biafrans? Where one man will come and say history of nothing he knows nothing about? Does he know that Anyoma people are unique in one way? If he know of a place called Ukunzu, maybe he will go there and tell them they are Igbo, since they speak Yoruba as part of their native dialect. If he doesn't know, there's a place in Anima called Ukunzu. They speak Yoruba as their language there. they speak Igbo only and normal language there, and they also combine the two languages of which no other person here if you are not from that place. So how can one man come and tell you start talking rubbish on radio? So I want our people, let us unite. Let us unite and push this freedom. Even if let us push it, even if everybody want to go on their own, you don't want to be on their own, no problem, fine and good. If anyone want to be on their own, fine and good. But let us push with the name Biafra first. When we get the freedom, then we can all go our separate ways. If there's any way in future we want to join, no problem, everybody is invited. Please, we can't allow one man to call the shot for us anymore. And we are not here to sell personalities anymore. We are not here to sell personality. Let's support our own and stop creating enemies. Because if we think back, we created a lot of enemies. Even the people that are supposed to be our friends, we end up making them our enemies. Please, let us unite wherever you are. And also want to talk to my animal people as well, please. There are some of our people. There's one girl, they say she's in Italy. I don't know, that run mad on Facebook. Please ignore that girl. I know she's out of her senses. That one with three children, three different husbands, talking rubbish, insulting our own.
In fact, leave three children, three husbands. You see now the Kano recruit to blackmail me. The last time I saw, she was dancing naked in the name of Biafra. Those are hoes who now the Kano sleep with after taking drug. He's in America now, abandoned the wife in UK. And all these things he's doing, we think he will come back to his senses. Somebody on drug, insulting his father and mother. He's a supreme word. Faith Ogala is running mad gradually. We will use cane and cure her when the time comes. Because that is how we cure mad people where we come from. I've been ratonto. You just collect little change. Our money from Unande Kano, and then Josephine Erewa doesn't come up again safe. Pastor Jack is rotting somewhere in one hospital. IPOB have abandoned him. I'm saying this so they can go and take care of that young man that helped them to blackmail me. Go ahead, please, my brother.
And also to Simon Ekpa jumping up and down supporting them.
Simon Ekpa was hired by Nnamdi Kanu. His job was to change the narrative, pushing a political machinery. I saw this at the initial stage. I antagonized him. And my first move, I received attack from Chikeduze Tony Zulumike, among others. And then I pulled back a little bit. Having communed with one or two different persons, I saw that he was actually hired and doing his job. For Nnamdi Kanu to make them relevant, he published most of their pictures. Say, these are the people you should listen to. And having discovered the game plan there, I ignored them and I moved back. Simon Ekpa is Nnamdi Kanu puppet. They will be exposed at the right time. He can carry a weightlifting inside gym, air condition. It's okay. But nobody will be allowed to sell the next generation of Biafra. People will not understand. And as far as we are not in a hurry, we continue pushing until they understand. I took oath, almost 4 different oaths, to defend Biafra. Simeon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB. In fact, Finland, where he stays, he has had issue with IPOB family there. He refused to take oath. And then he come out and run his own franchise. And our people who think they are wise, that, hey, is the thing where he's changing the narrative. We that took oath to deceive you. Now they cannot tell you to spit on us, to bring us down. And then let's see if Karma, the creator of heaven and earth, is a deceiver or not. All of them will fall in our time. This is one of the things we are out there to do, not just to ensure Biafra is restored, that the true sheep, the true wolves in sheep clothing will be exposed in the end. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. If Simon Ekpa doesn't know, China Sango, he contracted people that the early time he came out that they should go after him. Why is he talking about Biafra when he's not part of IPOB? I have the evidence. If we engage him, I was part of people that engage him. Why we are attacking people when they have not done anything to you? They are waiting for him. They will come for him as well if he doesn't know about that. And for that, Nnamdi Kanu, that is telling people to resign from police, resign from army. Have the sister resigned?
The sister is still a police. And all those small boys who don't know what it is, and they say, oh, Andre Seja resigned from army and join ESM. Huh? The same way they are telling them, leave WhatsApp, leave Facebook, join Signa. The day you join Signa, you are a slave. The day any Biafran joins Signa, know that Nnamdi Kanu and his cohort will copy all your details. It is just like Nigerian telling you, go for BVM, go for PNM, go for QQQ. Does your Fulani and Hausa have bank account in Nigeria? And what do you think they have BVN? They just condition all of us to do that, get our data information, and then they abandon the project because they got what they want. This is the same method on Nnamdi Kanu is easy. Go to Signa, abandon WhatsApp, abandon this one. People, wake up. It may be difficult for you to wake up, but we will keep pushing and exposing the lies until you wake up. We won't abandon you, don't worry. Go ahead, please, my brother.
Because he has continued to use the blood of our innocent brothers and sisters to boost his ego. Most people didn't understand what happened in Delta State. He thought Okowa is a gentleman, but he's more rugged than he think. Okowa took action immediately and stopped those boys at immediately. All those boys they were using to snatch gun from police. If the people don't know what happened, he said that Okowa arrested IPOB volunteers. Okowa reacted immediately without shedding blood. Then he went to Enugu to Obibo to Olo. Now he's going to Benue State. That is what happened now. He has said autumn because the man said the common truth that army should go after ESN, that they are not part of state recognized security, that they should go after them, even than the same way they should go after Fulani. He said, what don't you protect the Igbo people in Benue State if that ESN will come? He's diverting.
No, he wants to kill Benue people now. He has done in Emenam, Enugu. He moved on to Ebonyi. The trouble in Ebonyi is still going on. He came to Rivers State. He has not recovered from it. Then he's in Imo State. His next target is in Ebonyi. The end of his journey is Anyoma land. If you are listening to me, tell him we are waiting for him. And you say you are ESM, FMM, MMM, answering Yahoo name. We are waiting for you. We will apprehend all of you. We will naked all of you. We will put you on Facebook and we will not let you go. Come as an EIM. Come there. We are waiting for you. Everybody that has come across our people have used them. Our own brother will project to protect our people want to use us. You can do your nonsense ESM SMS inside Afari Beku. But people can let you kill them and use them. Enugu can keep quiet. And now you think, and you can't see we have become more wicked than anybody that has lived this earth. Every tribe and breed, we become more wicked than them. You can't see that, or you want me to tell you. In the midst of the beauty God has placed in our heart, look at what we are becoming. He's doing BSM. And the day I will teach them that lesson, some of you say, don't worry. Don't worry. All those shenanigans you are putting up in Anyoma, we are following you up. We don't make mistake. Go and bring John Chukuma back. The Urobo Isoko people who followed you, you betrayed all of them alongside with Akowara. Some people think Akowara is from Delta State. They don't even know it's from Imo State. Nnamdi Kanu betrayed all of them. Over 70 of them held in Delta State. Majority of them are Nyoma people, followed by Urobo Ishekiri, Ebonyi people. He pushed all of them down so you don't know what he's doing. And then people think we are here to joke. We don't know, we damn the consequence. We have made up our mind before we join this journey. He said he's dangerously stubborn, and we are assiduously stubborn. We shall see who wins this. If God be true, if God be just, if God be righteous, we shall know who owns the universe. And so our people must understand. There is no way we are going to preach this gospel from now henceforth without talking about Nnamdi Kanu. If he can spend 2 years to condemn Wazurike, if he can spend 10 years on to condemn Omiumiu, Ike Nanwa Nonenyi, and most of you are happy that Barrister Mezu is in Kuma. Your time is coming. We will separate the wheat from the chaff. You will bear the consequence of your action. If not for Mazemefo, who brought up this child of circumstance, only God would have known what would be my fate by now. All of you gather. Hey, he sleep with people's wife. Hey, he still transmitter money. Hey, me that broadcast for almost 5 to 6 years without IPOB sponsoring me with a dime, almost with my money. Aside few good men like Obidi, David Ezekwesili, among all that few people who sponsored me, all of you gathered and called me names. Despite the fact you are the one who give me juju to swear, you still call me name. That your juju will kill you. This thing you started, you will end it. You can betray your people. You can't betray my people. I won't be a party to that. All my people you hire to betray me, they are running man one after the other. When I go see us the hot when the time come. Ono sharpen you know where Joe one we bualu. Obu agwa kon you here. Eh? Rajonu, obu agwa kon you here. Enyi le chane pu ebe ni na moki komende nkenyi. Enya pu anu ejada na ndi fulani ewu. Ura atushelu ye mwe ka ime. Ihe nu re me yakonu ra po mo kokko sibe wo hioro. Nka mani ebunu ke kono cannot jakoda asaka kpu mi hele unu re me. Ihe ekpupu ohun amora ye. Kana ebo menu no sunu nu ke bushi enyi ka go so no ne nwa jakoda egbu onu igbu ogede. Go ahead my brother.
Yeah, and sometimes when people say if Ojukwu was alive, that Nnamdi Kanu by now would have called him
We call it saboteur. If Ojukwu is alive today, Nnamdi Kanu we call it saboteur. And people who could not reason properly will tell you, oh, it's true, Ojukwu is a saboteur. They would have given you more reason. If they can go and Photoshop picture to prove that Buhari is dead, you should know they will even Photoshop anything and prove you. They will take my head and add to vulture. I will be the last who will do that thing too. I told them, any name they call me, I will answer. Anything they do to me, it's okay. But after me, they will not do it to another person. Very soon, we will be on different radio in different continents across the world. We will tell them about who Nnamdi Kanu is and how we got here. You think we are joking? You think we are in a hurry? When he started, he wanted to destroy me in my own land. And I told him, well, mum, Urugodo kwe no mum, we were him. Urugodo ya kwe no mum, we were him Urugodo. Ebo men also no ka shapo enya jim din ke megidem. Yapo hanin weche. Kika ni ngona nyireche oreja mende kurundi bini. Igodomi godo Biafra. Agadami gada Biafra. Fulani herdsmen Biafra. Yoruba Biafra. Awosa are very good Biafra. Ndioshi. Where are all these people? They know the game. You paid them, they did their job well, they are out. Where is the Duduwa Biafra alliance? And our people can't even understand what is going on. Nobody is giving us our freedom. We will give freedom to ourselves. And if this is how it should be, and then there is need for meticulous planning. Go ahead, please.
He said it that our fathers would have fought for during the 1967. They were cowards. He said it in different broadcasts. They were cowards for surrendering to the Nigeria government. He called them cowards, and people are not asking what did Ashes were later. Konrad Chusa told Nnamdi Kanu when he went to visit him at Asaba. People don't. He has been shying away from that thing. He told him, stop insulting our elders. Unite our This one of the things he told him, and he went out and said that Achuza is afraid. Why did he call him
Achuze,
Butua?
Achuze, I was able to meet Colonel Achuze. And that was at the inception, the beginning of IPOB, when Nnamdi Kanu was head in Kamenikado. We believe there are a lot of our people who have what it takes. Alesi Kwime was still alive then. And then when we got there and we were asking him, Father, why are you not giving us your voice as a new man? Achuze looked at us and said, no. He said one or two things. How they were betrayed in Ahaba. How everything that happened, the bridge was supposed to be left so they can run across. But the moment he radioed Ojukwu and say, the Nigerian fire power here is more than us. We will keep distracting them till we get our people crossed. When you talk about Asaba massacre, in most cases it is not Obasanjo who gathered those people. There is another army that was not known to them that were gathering them to cross them over River Niger. But when they gathered when they gathered in that very platform, the bridge has blown. Signal didn't come from Achuza anymore because they've been betrayed from across the Niger. And so Obasanjo took advantage of the people who have gathered and Yoma people who have gathered to cross River Niger, and he slaughtered all of them. That is the Asaba massacre you hear. And when we say some bitter truth, it makes all of us an accomplice in what has happened. And now we are here again. And as a Nyoma son and daughter, I followed my people to fight to defend our people. While we are still agitating, they have banned me from entering Anambra and Nnamdi Kanu with Benjamin Madubugu. While agitation is going on, they have banned me for almost 4 years with a memo attached to it not to go to IPOB meeting. And then how can somebody tell me Nnamdi Kanu will give me a Biafra I can enter? But I'm not dismayed, I'm not worried, I don't feel bad about it. Because I've always known in every tribe there are demons. He could have been able to deceive us that he's a sheep. Now we know he's a wolf. And then Mazi Uchuka from Efo keep telling them, under my watch, I will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. I have many letters. The highest betrayal I've seen, I must tell you, is coming from Unen Nayanya. All of them betrayed Uchuka from Efo. But still, I'm still trying to find out the kind of man that man is. Maybe his strength is drawn from the Omambara people, being the first son. Maybe. He stood his ground. It is not easy for him, and we don't expect it to be easy for him. But we give him our word. As far as he keep ensuring that nobody will blackmail, nobody will corrupt this struggle, in 100 lifetime we will stand with him. And now let me repeat something and tell you. And as much as I'm not biased, it's not most that I've forgiven all of you. There are some of you I cannot work with. So when you are choosing a side, be ready, you are sure. Somebody says, when we catch you, we kill you, we'll come and kill your children, you come and do this and you do this. I'm just looking at you. We made up our mind before we come here, we done the consequence. And whatever you do, be ready to bear the consequence of your actions because you are not going anywhere. You will understand. Very soon, you people will know what is Biafra watchmen. Not going to Cameroon to hire Ambazonia. Give them small money. He tell them, don't go. And then you're bringing people to come and destabilize our life. Why don't you tell them to cross over to Sambisa Forest? You want to be the Lord of Biafra. I made so many posts trying to communicate to our people in an indirect way to understand what is going on. Some of them don't understand. A brother called China Sanworu from Kuwait and say, why are you turning our people against each other? I'm going to set up a group and I will antagonize you. China Sanworu say, go ahead. This is a game of throne. And so you should understand. So this is a game of throne, right? Who owns the throne? Nnamdi Kanu will not even be allowed to enter the palace of the Denyi of Agbo, not to talk of Efizomo, considering their age. When he's telling you, yes, Biafra come, but we have been with you. We've told you, I practically told them, this is how our people function. You cannot fool anybody. I told them. But he thinks he has all the knowledge. Eh? There is nothing he did not do to stop me from broadcasting. Nothing. He did everything he could. Then he was coming up every morning. In fact, he will come online 5 times a week. In that 5 times, he doesn't want to talk. He wants to make sure I don't broadcast. And so when he broadcasts 5 times a week, he gave instruction to Mazemefo that we must repeat his broadcast. And so I have almost 1 day to broadcast without playing repeat broadcast. Then he's thinking he's the smart guy. He gets sense. But we know, if you look at some of my repeat broadcasts, a message I would have passed in 1 hour, I would dismiss that information in 30 minutes. It didn't work again. He practically asked me not to talk about Anyoma. That man that will stop me from discussing the issue of Anyoma, you are not yet born. Even though you are my son, I will sacrifice you. Not to talk of my father or my mother. Nobody, not with the knowledge I have, to all his own. You betrayed Afari Beku people, your people. And then are we going to talk about Igbo nation? Those of you jumping up and down, you don't know. Before I know you are a moral human being, go and break your phone and get out of Facebook. Break your phone and get out of WhatsApp. And then I begin to take you serious. You are my Facebook yapping. You are not serious. You are my WhatsApp trying to make sense. You are not serious. Your Yahoo leader say, break your phone. Get out. My father log out of WhatsApp. Unbelievable. That is the essence of this topic. And so every reasonable Biafran anywhere you are, understand this is the time we have to strategically map out a way where we can organize our people. As the Yoruba does. As the Hausa Fulani does. Go ahead, my brother.
I also want to talk to our people, even as much as we are gathering this Biafran nation. Also go back, stakeholders, go back to your village, mobilize your people, mobilize your youth. So this vagabond will stop mobilizing them for the Yahoo ESN, where they will massacre them. They go and snatch gun from police, then with a few 30 rounds in it, then they use it and cause a confusion all over the land. Go back and mobilize your people. Like our new people, we are doing it already. We are mobilizing our people. Every tribe to go and mobilize our people, and so that their youth will stop all these shenanigans going on, where they will kill them innocently, not even fighting for Biafra. Fighting for what? Following one man's ego. He want to be the Lord. This was the same person that told us not to go to Yoruba church. Although I don't follow those nonsense instructions. Don't attend Yoruba church. If you are a principal member in IQB, you must not attend Yoruba church. Now he is the one leaking the Yoruba people ass now. He is the one leaking the national our Yoruba friends. And let me wonder, Yoruba friends. Lord.
Fanika your day giving girlfriend now. Without you at the banjo. And so when his wife is lonely in London, he has people rubbing his back. Ele, ekujo meta, ekubombo mise, miliki. And then when he's doing miliki, there is a Yoruba prophet, all of them around him. And then they say, eku broadcast, and now carry broadcast, and begin to yap nonsense. Did you not see that in one of his broadcasts, that a Yoruba boy called and specifically called Anyoma people out and insult us? And say we are the people, the reason why Biafra has not come? He now admonishing Nnamdi Kanu to deal with Anyoma people because they are the problem. But these were all arranged by Nnamdi Kanu and his Yoruba counterpart. But I'm happy for Yoruba because they cannot betray their own. But at least they help him to betray us. All these things are documented. But I'm waiting for Nnamdi Kanu. Let him come and open his mouth and then talk about me one day. I will reduce him to 13 years. Whatever age he is, I will make sure 40 years is subtracted from his name. Because 4-5 audio I will play. maybe, let me not tell you what will happen, but I will remove 40 years from whatever his age is. I'm waiting for him. This is not threatening. It's not boosting. I'm not boosting. He has the microphone, and I have the microphone. Go ahead, please.
If you check his back, all his message is back. Barrister, can we trust Yoruba people? No, we can't trust them. All of a sudden, he turned. Now Yoruba people are the best. He demonized our people. Where I now realized when he said they sold the radio Biafra, I believe him. But when I go to Uchemefo's page and I saw it, Uchemefo write up, I say no, that means it can't be true.
Do you know why he couldn't succeed to blackmail Uchemefo? Because we knew all his plan even before then. The reason I never said anything or responded to them throughout last year, because they wanted to use me and Uchemefo as the scapegoat. He came on air and told Biafrans that in the coming days they will be challenged. They should prepare their mind for what is to come. And that is because he has not been able to ascertain our level of resistance in terms of strength. But they were so determined that they will deal with us. But we know all these things. And then I was properly advised not to respond, which I did not. And then we begin to monitor them. Audio Gene was victimized. The same thing with me. We were waiting for him. Mazimefo actually was not the main target. But he got involved because he decided to defend the truth. And in one of the meetings they said, Uchemefo is defending a stranger, which is me. And so they will treat him like a stranger. This is the work of Chinasangu Ngwaman. Mazimefo don't even know anything. He's just towing on the path of righteousness. So people say, yeah, he gave her that to kill her. He was on mic broadcasting. But you people never ask Nnamdi Kanu, who owns the Facebook by the name Kosi Sochuku Chibudum. He used the Facebook to pregnant one girl, 17 years. You never ask him who owns Adin Delon. He used it to propagate against Nigeria. Should I begin to name all of them? The time will come, I will give you. Every of the conversation we have when he was in prison, all of them are there. Can Nnamdi Kanu go to Asaba? Aside that he rent a house there for Ahamifuna gifted gift, where they even intend to rape her. Can he go to Asaba? Chidebere Onwudiwe is alive there. They said if he come to Asaba, they bury him alive. I went there and neutralized everything. Today, you that don't even know what you are doing, you are there telling me, we will kill you. I don't like to sound the way I sound, but you people, you make me go jagger in most cases. You betrayed all of us. And you're still clothing yourself on the clothes of righteousness and holiness. You arrogate the position of God to yourself. If this is how Biafra will be, let it not come, even in 100 lifetime. But we'll know that you don't even represent anything about the holy nation you fight for. You are busy putting your people under blood oath. Who the hell are you? Who is your father? Politically motivated or how do I put the grammar? Your father is part of those kings who were used to bastardize the original blood lineage of the blue-blooded individuals, the real monarchs. You think when we antagonize the real monarchs, we don't know why you do that? Because you know if the holy nation Biafra is restored and every kingship is reviewed, your father may go to exile. God bless his soul anyway. Because at least towards the end of their life, they did the best they can. You betrayed all of us. When we take the boldness to tell you, do the right thing, you say, I will deal with you. I will start. Come and destroy Uchemefo. Uchemefo matter will be the last you will attempt in your life. We are waiting for all of you. I'm not in diaspora. I'm not in diaspora. And I'm not in Yoruba land like most of you who go to Yoruba land. Maybe you are the Banjo house, you are broadcasting as it is hot. And I don't arrange us with Nigeria. I'm not there. I'm not in Abuja. I'm in Iyorogodo. Iyorogodo. Biam bonu mini. Go ahead, my brother.
This is someone I love so much until he betrayed everyone. He betrayed everyone that worked with him. He betrayed all of us. Signed and still and delivered. What was signed, still and delivered? What was that thing? Since 2019 up till now, nobody knows what was signed, sealed, and delivered. Because now the one of his last brokers, he came out. Why Trump didn't give us Biafra? Because Britain went and told them, we are breaking up, so give us extra 8 years. That was the trash he said.
And the extra 8 years is to hold Biafra's Mugu. They be saying, don't worry, Biafra will come in 8 years. Don't worry, just cool down. It's 8 years. Now, if you are listening to me as a Biafran, add 8 years to your life. He would have been dead by then. Most of you who are giving him money, trying to defend what you know nothing about, you would have been dead. Do you know how old he is? You add 8 years to his life, he can't be active again. When he's jumping, age is telling on him already. He don't have a predecessor. He don't have people who will take after him. He will end up like Nigerian leaders. All of them are old and die one after the other. They were so selfish and greedy, they couldn't raise up people who will represent them. Their children are heritors, drinking wine across the globe. They cannot rule us. It is not possible. They are so soft and fragile that the money that is amassed and stacked up somewhere around the world waiting for them, they won't even want to listen to all these things happening. And so their servant, their gate man, their gardeners, their cook will take over. But because they are not as led or knowledgeable as they are, we are waiting for all of them. And so Nnamdi Kanu made sure, in fact, his last plan or line of action is that those of us he feel we are knowledgeable and we know what is happening, he want to remove all of us and then fill the system with ignorant people. Terere Merere is not even IPOB member. I've tried to talk to him to join the system. I brought him into IPOB. Outside nursing Tukara. He's a teacher, Otakara teacher. I'm not trying to talk him down. He said before he will join us, we need to pay house rent for him. I told him IPOB don't, to even where I broadcast self is over. And then all of a sudden, so they use him to undermine me, even as a data man, they fall Mugu, all of you. Your shame is waiting for you. Yes, he's a terror, merere, he's a good freedom fighter, revolutionary writer, Otakara revolutionary writer. Do you know how many PhD that is attached to our name? The frustration we have given you so far is that you will never know who we really are. But on the right time, we will tell our people who we are. Because we don't sell personality here. You want to displace all the people who can answer. Look at London family just came out and asked this man, what is this? What is that? What is that? All of you are a bunch of rats. I sack you. You are fired. Who the heck is that guy? And have you seen any of them come out and talk? They are afraid of paper oath. Don't you know that when the leaders are dishonorable, the people are removed from any oath to obey them? Of course, I will come back to your root very soon. So I teach you the principle and the guideline regarding spirituality. And then you will know no shrine can bring us down. Because our duty is to oblige, obey. Make sure we walk with the content of the oath. And every area being reviewed. Now check it. He came out that day as a holy man. I don't know how you used to say itself. One of my brother can say it very well. Once he's made that prayer, no, this man is onto another Yahoo. My people, under my watch, under my wristwatch, they sold Radio Biafra to Nigeria. Under my watch. I don't know. We never talk to him. He will make that mistake, and then we'll follow him up. And I will sit down and I'm listening to all of them, one broadcast to another, one to another. and I wept. Obuwasi adio egun watugbo ni mo amandie neze. Obuwasi adio egun watugbo ni mo amandia neze. He left Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani. He began to chase his own people. Tonight, if you're listening to me, I don't care the camp you belong. Go and check how many people has Nnamdi Kanu been able to destroy. 85% of them are his people. When he can say Yorubas are wise and Hausa are good people, he want to drag it down to Janjaweed. You can't separate Hausa and Fulani. It is late. Until they feel the pain, until they know the truth, until they are ready to extract the venoms of the Fulani from within their bloodstream, nobody will save them. Until the Yoruba reject 10%, until the Yorubas decide to hold the future in their hand, future of the next generation in their hand, all of us will remain in Nigeria here. And I'm happy Biafrans are holding their future in their hand. And the confidence assurance will keep fighting until we bring everybody to a standstill. But to do that, the people with the mindset of Nnamdi Kanu must be taken care of. They must be re-educated because they don't have sense. Are you still there, my brother? Are you still there? And of course, maybe he has waited so long, but he's still supposed to be there. Are you still there, brother?
Yes, I'm with you, Job.
Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
He's not jumping up and down on Facebook. We are having a consultation with our riverine brothers and sisters now. That is the latest he's doing now. Yahoo.
He should go and have consultation with Asare. Let him consult Atike. Let him consult Tompolo. Let him consult Barrister and millions of others. He just called one a job boy with things no life no balance. And then they come on our hard-end sponsored TV program on Facebook and say, yes, tell us. Then I say, oh, leader, my leader, very wonderful. Chugo Kika Biama. This our Biafra. As we are talking about this our Biafra, you have to consult us. Then the Yahoo freedom fighter Nnamdi Kanu say, yes, everybody has as they say. How many years? Almost a decade. Tell me one genuine, reasonable somebody that is even speaking up in your interest. Aside, what is this, our brother Enyin Naya? He's a very good man. He did his best. Who? If he can pay Faith Ogala to blackmail George Onyibe, then why will it be difficult for you to understand that they collect money from Atiku? Go and ask Benjamin Madubugu during that election boycott. He bought a Tieruba car. Ask Benjamin Madubugu, where did he get the money? It's Atiku money. Nnamdi Kanu junior brother drive the same motor with governors here in Biafra land. How can he drive the same car with the governor? Where does it work? Anambra State governor gave it to him. They are the one telling us, curse governor, curse Igwe, curse everywhere. They are the one going to these people to collect money. Anybody that didn't give, Wike didn't give him money. And now begin to blackmail Wike. Let him come and broadcast now. Do you understand how he used to say it? I don't try to learn and my tongue no degree talk. Can you say it for me?
Yes, yeah,
help me say it. Give me morale, please. Say it for me. You know, talk away. Once it comes that way, you know that hey, this guy don't hold our people for work. You don't know how to say it. Go and learn it. Me I go just cross my leg where Yahoo set Hana. You now begin to say, Elohim say, Biafra must come in 2020. If he didn't come, you know he didn't send me. And look at our people. The level of damage done to your brain. You will not rest until we restore you. If It was idiomatically spoken. It was metaphorically applied. It was. Are you a literature student? Go ahead, my brother. We are not in a hurry. Why are you wishing?
It is amazing that the people who their father were the real saboteurs during the war are now calling the children of the people their father fought for that same Biafra we are fighting for now. Only the saboteur. Look at Efe. Look at Efe. Look at Efe. I'm sure his father was part of the people singing and dancing. Hey, they are killing them. They are killing them. Now today are calling the people their father really fought for the Biafra saboteur. With that mad guy in Italy.
One day, we will show them the true anger of Anioma man. I don't know why our fathers don't want to speak up. Anioma people that risk everything to save their own people. Now, every Biafra must understand there is no room for division. There is no need for doubting each other. We are trying to make the truth to be known. We must separate the sons of the kings from the sons of the slaves. Go back and find out all the people causing problem in your community. You will see originally they are not part of your community. They were allowed to settle among you. Today they rule you. Now the Kano should go and find out who Mberi people are. Maybe people in Bende or Itim can tell him the truth. He doesn't know this. He doesn't know this. You are from Abia State. Go and find out why Mbere people outside what is his name? What is the name of this recent governor of Abia? Okezie Ekpazo. Okezie Ekpazo. Who is an Engwama? Every other person that has ruled Abia State in this 1999 dispensation, they are all Mbere people. It was designed by Nigeria. Go and find out who Mbere people are. You will know why Abba have to get rotten. Alioji must rotten. But then, are we going to fight Iberi people? Are we going to condemn Itim people? Are we going to say Afaribeku are not wise enough? No. Everybody now can say, Mani Onwe can you jagwefa. Mani Onwe, when in my place, when somebody who can beat is making gra, they want to fight you. The only thing you tell the person is say, "Bia mani onwe you, bayo onwe you," which means respect yourself, know thyself. Because when I know say, if I was you, ordinarily you go suffocate, and they come I go tell you so, but understand, know yourself, and everybody will know I have won the person. If we know ourselves, if we respect ourselves, something's happening will not happen. The seed of the enemy is planted among us already. And now there have been complications in our DNA. The very book of God written within all of us have been rewritten without our knowledge. And now it is too late to despise anybody. But then we still have the time to correct the system. That is what I thought we were here to do. And then you collect money, take advantage of our little sisters. And now you even tell us rubbish. I saw a publication online coming from the voice of Nigerian Biafran students. They said one of our brother by the name Chimonic Devenge, who was actually a co-pioneer of Voice of Biafran student, alongside with late Chimubi Okafor, was expelled from IPOB. Number one reason being that he openly showed his support to George Onyibe. They were telling me, you are hiding, come out now. I upload my profile picture now. And somebody said, the man I respect so much. They have expelled him, banned him from Biafra. Because he said, oh, the man I love too much. So if I wake up in the morning now, I say, I love Buhari. Then Uche is going to tell, I expand you from Biafra nation. You people don't have sense. But I'm happy they are doing it. It will get to everybody. Now the Kanu is going to expel all of you until he's left alone. London family, all of you are rat in the cage. To you, God has spoken. My voice is sabotage. All those of you, about 80 people who have been paid to attack Mazimefo, you are deceiving yourself. All of you will be disgraced. Show me one Afari Beku man. I challenge all of you in 1 month. If you Afari Beku outside Obuago, who was actually used to set me up in Plateau State, there is no other Afari Beku man around here. Now the Kano dare not try that guy. Obuago, I think he's made the deputy northern rep. Obuago, who was a troublemaker in Plateau State. Pastor Jack, who refused to join IPOB somewhere in the west. And then one other Enugu guy in Nasarawa State. What is the name of the northern rep, the genuine one? What is his name? Why did I forget his name? Kenneth Ogani. Go and find out. And our people don't understand. You are a career freedom fighter. We know you. Start making your money and fighting for freedom. But on this platform, Biafra Nation, what we want is to re-strategize on how to mobilize our people to be able to get informations. Not just at the speed of light, but at the right time. Go ahead, my brother.
So I want to tell him, if you know the pain ethnic people went through because of the war, the pain Anyama people went through, he won't be doing all this nonsense he's doing now. Did any of these people, Anyama people, betray the war? Not at all. Even the actions that disagree with Ojukwu, yet he never, in some certain matters, he never
betrayed Ojukwu. He disagreed with Ojukwu in many instances. He never betrayed Ojukwu. He never. Why is it we don't talk about the name of Akwa Ibom people? Efiki, Bibio, Anan. You think they didn't fight with Ojukwu? The one you know were the ones that were standing. Until Philip Effiong handed over the sovereignty of the Biafra nation to the Nigerian state, and a way of completely surrendering that sovereign nation of Biafra to them. All these men fought. In fact, that General Philip Effiong was not killed in Lagos by Yoruba, Hausa and Fulani was because people like this our brother Achuse and the rest generals, Ojukwu general, were alive. Head hostages of some Nigerian generals. And they said if Philip Effiong did not come, those people were going to be executed. And of course, it was trade by barter. You think we don't know? We know. But we know everything that happened. And every genuine Biafra, it doesn't matter where you come from. You come out and you genuinely want to fight for our freedom, we will give you every necessary support. Because when they are done with you, they will come for us. And if we know this is the reality of the whole issue, we won't let them take anybody. Should I tell you a prophecy that has come forth? Not all those Nandekano brother-in-law prophecy. Nandekano was going to pregnant spiritual 1 million. All those Yahoo people. We know how it's going to be. We know how it's going to end. And that is why when we talk authoritatively. Because with confidence assurance, we know how it's going to end. There is nothing you can do about it. You either fix in or you will be cast out. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, but it will amuse you that Yakubu wants it's a prophecy too. That if he had known, he would have given Biafrans money that they will go and fight themselves. And this is what is manifesting now. Atiku gave them money, allowed them, they will fight themselves and kill themselves. This is what is happening in our land now.
Imagine. I don't know how much change Atiku gave to Nnamdi Kanu. Look at how he's behaving like a recalcitrant. Look at how he's jumping up and down. And people can't see he's taking drug. Somebody called me and said, you are on drug. He never knew I'm a reverend. I wish those people in the like of Adangungu, you don't see now the Kanu is on drug. Oh, go ahead, please.
Hello, he said, hello, he told me Biafra will come 2020. If he did not come, that means Elohim did not send him. Now we are in 2021. He's putting all this, all this, this one say is too fake to use Nollywood. Putting up stage managed videos just to calm the people's attention, so nobody will ask question. Why didn't Elohim give us the Biafra he promised us? Trump will give us Biafra. Why? If he did not know, and normal people are not happy with him. If you don't know, if you think all these few people he recruited, and normal defense are waiting for him, let me just say it openly to him. We are waiting for him. We are coming after him. If he doesn't release our brothers, head at Asaba. If he doesn't go and release all of them, we are coming for him. We are coming for him because of the war. How many American people are in military now? How many, if he doesn't know, because of what Chukwumanzogu did? How many, if he doesn't know, the thing affected us till date? He has to know. He has to know. Till date. And he's here playing ping pong, playing politics with the life of our people. We do this one. We are not fighting for Biafra anymore. He said it with his mouth. Even today, those there are this whatever he's calling consultation. He said it with his mouth today that what we are doing now is not for Biafra now. We just have to set up the security. He said it today. I'm not like people.
But he has set up the security now. What he's doing now is to turn to farmer. Look at how he's changing the brain of our people. Now they give us land now, we can start farming. Oswafia. He's in the country now, Oswafia. And when he's done with Oswafia, he will turn to Oliver the Koku. We are singing music now. He has done bishop. He has done praise and worship. The stage in the Kanu is now is Oswafia stage. And people will say, let's focus. What is the next way? The next way forward is to review the Kanu atrocity against our people. So the next generation can learn and don't let anybody bamboozle them in the end. Isn't that our Sofia? Why were we not swallow for all these years? Just distracting our people, keeping our brain dormant so he can use us. But it's too late. We continue to enlighten our people. We continue to beckon on them. They will be free. Go ahead, please.
People should come out and speak. People should come out and speak. Once you come out and speak, just alert us. He won't touch you. Nobody has monopoly over violence. He doesn't have it.
All of you who are afraid, all of them that are afraid of Aruchuku or Abenokpabe or the oath, I need you to emboss me. I will give you the principle and what you should do, the assignment, and free yourself from his grip. It doesn't matter, even the like, let him take you to heaven or earth to give you oath. Emboss me, let me give you the principle, the recipe, and free yourself from him. Don't shy away from it.
People should be asking, is the sister supporting Nigeria or is the sister in police supporting Biafra? That is question people should be asking now, because this is charity begins at home. Is the sister supporting Nigeria or is the sister supporting Biafra? We have to know. The people should be asking that question now. It can't be deceiving them for long. Resign from the police. Resign from the army.
Thank you very much.
Let me hang up so other people can come in. But they should remember that we are Biafra watchmen and we don't know nowhere. Even if their maga, their mugu will pay and maga must drink. Continue, but just for the meantime.
Exactly.
Yeah, we go nowhere.
Thank you very much. You heard that? We go nowhere. Our people must get ready. On daily basis, we are degenerating. We are being weakened before our very eyes. You do, no matter the amount of propaganda you put up, it will not change the situation of things. We went out to take a market survey on activities, ethics behind survival of a people, a nation. There are some topics I don't want to come on air with. Ordinarily, when we have finished establishing the Biafra nation family, there will be seminar going on to reactivate, redirect the brain of our people. And then we begin to take a market survey of workmen. And I wept. Just like what Adamu Farouk said, we will learn what you people, Igbos, are doing. And we will replicate the same thing in our land. In as much as I don't want to open up those issues, so they will not know they are actually making impact, we will still look for a way to pass that information to our people. Biafrans, anywhere you are across the globe, you need to join us on our Biafran Human Rights Radio and the Freedom Station. You need to look for a way, one way or the other, where you will become useful to yourself. It is very important. It is very important. We are here already. Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yeah.
Good evening from here. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Europe.
Go ahead, please.
I think you are online, eh?
Yes, the world is listening to you. Go ahead.
Please, hear what you are saying online. You know, I'm telling you as a brother, and what I'm seeing, you know, there's a prophet for Nigeria, a lot of prophets there in Nigeria, a lot of pastors there, which is all of you claiming prophet and the pastors. I want to tell you as a good brother.
And now,
As
if you
hold on.
If you
Remember
keep, hold on. If you keep your word, say, if you don't listen to me, I cut you off. If you don't listen to me, I will cut you off. If you stop to me, Sevo. If you talk to me, Sevo, I talk to you, Sevo. You don't have sense.
You and Nnamdi is not met.
Nnamdi Kanu is a fool like you. Now I have cut you off. You can't talk again. Nnamdi Kanu is a fool and a criminal, betrayer of his own people. I want to give you time to talk, but you are shouting like a brain idiot that you are. That is you people's problem, and we are going to cure you. Now I have cut you up. You can't talk here. Go to Nnamdi Kanu platform and say what you have to say. Not on Human Radio. This is Human Radio. I have rules. When you call my platform, you must listen to me. You people leave it. You claim to be pastor. You are insulting me already. And you think I will keep you quiet? You don't have sense. You don't have sense. Nnamdi Kanu is not going anywhere. Tell him to come out and mention my name or Uchi, full name. And use it for evil. So we turn him to 13 years. 13 years. So you see the level of stupidity he is going to exhibit as he has started already. That is an idiot. When you want to communicate, you shut up. When I tell you to hold on, you hold on. We are in Nigeria. When we call Nigerian radio station, we just say, you see the issue of Biafra, they cut us off. It's okay by their standard. This is not a Nnamdi Kanu microphone now. Go to their platform now. You were there almost 4 months. They keep blackmailing me. You never stop them. Nnamdi Kanu is not my mate. Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Who is his father? Who is Nnamdi Kanu? Except what we made him to be. And now, if he does not repent, we will undo him. You watch him fall. You don't have sense. You think we join along the road? We got involved. It's amazing when we sit back and watch all our people who have labored and put their life and everything that they represent on the line for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu have destroyed all of them. You that is an idiot. Which country are you even calling from? A very hopeless animal like you. You are coming to tell me. Come to Biafra land now. Before I think they tell me, if we catch you, we do this one, you do that one. I will make sure that the ground upon which you stand will become a snare to you. Because you will surely reap the consequence of your action. Some of you in diaspora, your problem is that you have invested so much in Nnamdi Kanu. You just can't handle the single fact that your money is gone down the drain. He's in America doing Valentine. The people who did Valentine has gone home. He's still in America doing Valentine, abandoning his wife. Let him go and start this campaign from his community. Have you not noticed when I come on air and your people are all around me? That is how it should be. In your mama Marolo Bia, you cannot go to Yoruba, he become hero of Yoruba. You go to Hausa, warrior of Hausa. You go to Fulani, he's the Janjaweed of Fulani. Even when Nigeria were doing ensign, he become the leader of the Nigerian youth. But in Afari Beku, what is he? And I say we did learn work here. Look at how you are insulting Nnamdi Kanu. Leave it, I don't give a fuck, I don't give a damn. You don't have sense. If you like, give anything, but you don't have sense. What we are saying here now, you are on record. You didn't even mention your name. Let me call your number. Your number is +39 351 163 9018. That is your number. You don't have sense. +39 351 163 9018. And so the next generation can see idiot like you. They will know who you are. How hopeless and useless that you are. Defending a man you don't know anything about. Now the Kanu will kill what time or for ufiri. Or what time off you feel. He's working hard to remove all the reasonable people in IPOB and surround himself with people, ignorant people, naive individuals. So he thinks he can walk away from his atrocity against our people. I'm a man under oath, and this is one fact you should respect. Oath with live blood, palm wine swimming with maggot, alligator pepper, cola nut. I was meant to leak iron with decayed rotten blood. After chewing all these things, I swallow it down in my system with palm wine. And when they notice they couldn't kill me, they now start poisoning me. 5 times they have poisoned me, I'm still alive. Chimubi Ukafo died among them. They now came with bomb. Now I'm invincible. Because God has made it so. And they are still making effort. But I will outlive them. If you have listened to me, you would have been able to say what you want to say. But you are on drug. The owner of the line I just called is on drug like Nnamdi Kanu. That is how they behave. They don't have sense again. And of course, this is where we draw the curtain for this evening segment. And if you are Biafran, Nnamdi Kanu have not removed your brain, you are still intact, there is need to re-strategize on modalities on how to coordinate our people. Don't shy away from it. Now imagine somebody come already and say, throw away your SIM card, throw away your WhatsApp, go out of Facebook, go and hide in the bush. And some of them are in the bush. But his own children are not hiding in the bush. On our shame, they shame me. This having been said, I will have to end the program now. Tomorrow is another day. And we shall continue from where we stop. Be a genuine Biafran. Be sincere in your dealing. And in as much as it lies within your power, make sure you do the right thing. Good night, and God be with you. And don't forget, I'm a reverend and I remain one. The word of God is for reproof, it's for correction, it's for instruction, that the children of God may be thoroughly equipped, being fashioned for every good work. And so the Biafra Restoration Project, all of you must know, is for reproof, it is for correction, it is for rebuke, it is for direction, instruction, that the Biafran people may be thoroughly equipped. Adia mama, makanadia mama, ndewonu, and good night. Yes, I think I have a caller on WhatsApp and I must take that call because it looks to me as my Nyoma brother. Are you there?
Sir, from here.
Good evening. Go ahead, please.
Ndadokpo.
Who are name? Ya n'olu Asia hokpo ni kikeni.
Okay,
ya no ne. Go ahead, my brother. Onwe ji kpo na ebe no. Onwe ji owa asoto no. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Good evening, great Biafrans. My name is Chukwudi Eric from Anema Province. Good day, Biafrans all over the world. I want to use this opportunity to appreciate my leader, Dr. George Onyibe, and my leader, Dr. Uche Mefo, and my father, Dr. Obidobienu, and some great Biafrans, which I cannot mention all today. Our father, Dr. Kado, I appreciate you all. I want to advise Biafrans because what we are doing is not a family business. Biafra issue is a serious issue. A time will come where Biafrans will appreciate Biafra Human Rights Radio and Radio Biafra Extra. And I will also appreciate Biafra Watchmen and a Biafra Nation family because our mission is to deliver our people from bondage. Because that man calling down the can have already caged our people, and we need to deliver our people. And I want to advise some people who are calling me, asking me they want to register, they want to be a member of ESM. Please, if you see my number online, I did not release my number because of ESM. I'm not part of ESM. I'm not part of Nnamdi Kanu. If you see me, if you come across my number online, call me, ask me questions concerning Biafra Nation. I will tell you all Biafra Watchmen. We will discuss. If you call me again, ask me about ESN, I will lay curse on you. I have no business with ESM, and Nnamdi Kanu cannot take ESN to our normal land. If you allow Nnamdi Kanu to take ESN to your community, that's your own business. He will not try it because we are waiting for him in our normal land. Now, I just have some issue this period. To those who are yapping on land, me personally, I'm coming for Nnamdi Kanu. I just have some things to say to this period. I'm coming for him fully. I don't hide my face. Let him send anybody they want to send because anybody need to defend their own land. We don't need a country that we are running away from Nigeria and we are chasing a country that Nigeria will be better than. We don't need that kind of a country.
We need a country that everybody will be equal. Not just come online, you talk, no, you promise everybody heaven and earth. But when you go inside your room, you change like a chameleon. You begin to act another thing. But you come on air, you pretend, deceiving our elders, deceiving everybody around you. You think that you are doing well. Biafra will be like a United Arab. Who told you? Is it going to be like United Arab online? I'll be on Facebook. If you want to, Biafra want to be like a United Arab, we'll go to our home and discuss it. We all need to go back home and discuss it. We go to Ijo land and discuss it. We go to Anoma land. We come together. We go to Goni land. We go to everywhere, any area, any land that concerns Biafra. We visit there. We discuss it. How Biafra will look like. We go to round table and discuss it. Not just promising us of Biafra online on Facebook. They are telling us nonsense there. Calling Zoom meeting, discussing, deceiving old men and old women there. And you are killing our people back home. Anybody who disagree with you, you send assassins to assassinate them. Anybody who disagree with you, you call them saboteur. Is that how United Arab operates? United Arab, that you claim that Biafra will look like United Arab. Is that how they operate? Is that how they treat their citizens? We join Biafra because Nigeria is not working. That's why we are fighting for our freedom, because Nigeria is not moving forward. We need something that will change our people's life, and we join the struggle. No man will deceive us because we're already involved. Anything our normal people are involved, you cannot deceive us because our normal people are very smart. We no be follow. We dey follow. We dey observe how things dey be. You know, you just come dey serve Agbo man. We grew up in Agbo. I was born and brought up in Agbo. You cannot deceive me. When I see that things are not working well, I will clear you that this thing you are doing, Oga, you go pack well. Nnamdi Kanu need to pack well. If you no wan pack well now, we go help am, we go push am down. Those people, when they come online, they jump up, say Nnamdi Kanu, nothing will bring him down. Make dem no worry. If he change, we will support him.
We don't have
But
problem with him. If he change, we support him. If he continue on that path, Okamari ni wa hihu soon.
We go push am down. We go push am down. If you no change, he won't continue this evil attitude. We go push Nnamdi Kanu down. Now people lift him up. We support him. We lift this man up. We set ladder for him to climb. That ladder, when he don't climb, like this, he no go fit fall again. We go see set that ladder, climb, meet and there. From there push him down. I don't have much to say. But those who are calling me, asking me about ESM, if you are hearing my voice, stop calling me. I don't know anything about ESM. God bless you, sir. More grace. Thank you,
brother.
sir.
We are not in a hurry. Biafra and Biafra alone is the reason why we are here. And whatever possible legal means, spiritually guided principle that will lead us home, we will deploy all of them. We made up our mind before we joined this movement. And we have expectation that must be met. So anything you think you can do or you are doing, make sure it's going to give us Biafra. I have kept quiet for close to 6 months now. Some of you come on my Facebook, you insult me, you talk, I'm looking at you. But I have resolved at this moment. If you come, you talk rubbish, I cut you off. I don't need people like you. I need new friends whose brain has not been taken by Nnamdi Kanu. So when you wake up, you now begin to write application to talk to me. You're not going anywhere. Good night and God be with all of you.